car!
Please.
You already am fighting. Get on the ground!
Drop the knife now.
It's so scary, I don't know what to do.
Face down, hands behind your back.
I don't need to be tased. Please come in here, dude. They're gonna let tase me. Ah! What the fuck? Dude, I get seizures. What's the matter with you? I get seizures.
Some people think they can outsmart the cops, but they always learn the hard way. From drunken meltdowns to dangerous confrontations, these wild encounters spiral out of control fast. Stick around because you won't believe how far these suspects go before the cuffs finally snap shut. Starting off with this woman who thought she could outsmart the cops. On October 28, 2023, a routine traffic stop turned chaotic when an officer observed a vehicle swerving and speeding recklessly throughout traffic. With the potential for disaster, the officer immediately decided to pull the car over, hoping to avert any accidents before things could escalate.
Car a second, please. Is your car in park?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You have your ID with you?
Yeah.
Can I have it, please? Why were you driving on the train tracks?
I was not.
Ma'am, I saw you pull off the train tracks.
No, I did not.
I promise you. You're on my dash camera coming up and I'm telling you. Okay? I promise you.
No.
Okay. You have your ID with you?
As the officer approached the vehicle, the woman behind the wheel seemed out of sorts. She was slurring her words and had difficulty coordinating her movements, and the unmistakable smell of alcohol was in the air. With a sense of urgency, the officer asked for her identification, a standard request during traffic stops. But what happened next was anything but standard.
Please.
I need your ID.
No, please.
I need your ID. You're required by law to give me your identification. You just had it in your hand. Ma'am, what's your first name?
Shelby.
Shelby. I just need your ID, please.
Please, no.
I need your ID.
No.
You can either give me your ID or go into custody. You have to identify yourself to me.
Shelby Phil.
I need your identification. It's
Shelby.
in your hand.
Shelby Phil.
Provide me your driver's license, please.
Shelby Phil.
Give me your ID.
Please, no. Please, no.
Despite the woman's protests, the officer remained firm, explaining that she was legally required to provide identification. After several more attempts and refusals, the officer ordered her out of the vehicle. She didn't comply, and when she didn't budge, the officer had no choice but to physically remove her from the car, placing her on the ground.
No, please.
She's not being cooperative. Would you have another car step up, please?
It's not that. It's not my cooperative. Please.
Give me your ID or go to jail.
I am gonna go to jail.
Car!
Please,
You already am fighting.
I will.
Get on the ground! Put your hand behind your back!
At this point, the woman started to cry, seemingly overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation, but the officer knew he had to maintain control. The woman, still intoxicated and panicked, continued to resist, kicking and thrashing as the officer tried to restrain her.
Stop! Stay back! Stay back! Put your hand behind your back! You are under arrest!
Drag her out here.
Stand back!
Yo, man, mama. Like, you ain't been bitch.
You're going to get tasered!
It was only when the woman became more violent that the officer warned her, "I'm going to tase you." But even this threat didn't stop her. She begged, but it was too late. The officer deployed the taser, and within seconds, she was immobilized.
Please, please, no. Please.
I'm going to taser you! Put your hand...
No. No, please. Please. No. Please.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
No.
Get on the ground!
Please.
Lay on your stomach! Lay on your stomach!
No.
Lay on your stomach! 30 taser deployed. Roll over. Roll over.
Hey, I did not. I did not.
Get on the floor.
As she lay on the ground, struggling to move, the situation seemed to settle into a bizarre, chaotic scene. Despite the shocking event, the woman continued to resist, making it a challenge for officers to fully restrain her. She kicked, struggled, and even tried to grab the taser as it was deployed against her. It was a rough arrest, with the officer working hard to make sure she was securely handcuffed.
Step back on the sidewalk.
Great.
If you don't step back on the sidewalk, I'm going to arrest you.
All this heat you have. Come out, arrest me for what?
For interference. You can't stand in the roadway. Get on the sidewalk. You okay, man?
No.
Okay. Rotate her to her side.
Roll over.
To her side. Sit her up.
I don't know if I can stand up.
Just hang tight.
As the officers were on the road, they repeatedly instructed her to move toward the sidewalk to avoid blocking traffic. However, she responded by saying, "My life is messed up now, so just kill me." The officer attempted to ask if she had anything else she wanted to say, but she remained silent about that part.
Get out of the road.
My life
Get off the road.
My life is just kill me now. Just kill me now.
What's your deal? What's going on?
My life is just kill me. My life is just kill me now.
As the dust began to settle, the woman was transported to a nearby patrol car. Still confused and upset, mumbling about her life was ruined. She had no idea that her decision to resist arrest would now lead to much more serious consequences.
I did the impound and transport Dave.
I'm
transported him last time he got injured.
Yeah.
I'm okay doing the OWI. It just depends how you want me to do it. I'll write a search warrant if we can get someone to get me some logins. That's fine. I can just do implied consent and she's gonna refuse everything, or
This is at least second, maybe.
I think it's third. I think it might even be the fourth.
She's already on. She's already revoked.
Later on, she faced charges for resisting arrest, attempting to disarm an officer, and, of course, driving under the influence. Think that was intense? Wait until you see what happens when a confrontation at a Florida Walmart turns into a life-or-death standoff. On Wednesday, March 30th, 2024, a tense confrontation unfolded in a Florida Walmart when deputies responded to a report of a woman armed with a knife, threatening people in the store. Deputy Christopher White of the Marion County Sheriff's Office attempted to de-escalate the situation, but the suspect, 33-year-old Brandy McGowan, refused to comply with orders to drop the weapon, which later proved to be her biggest mistake.
Drop the knife now! Drop it now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife now!
Upon arrival, Deputy White approached her, urging her to drop the knife. She appeared agitated and kept muttering about doing things for her family, but wouldn't comply with the officer's orders. The situation escalated as the woman seemed increasingly defiant, refusing to drop the weapon despite repeated commands. Her appearance raised concerns as she appeared to be pregnant, though it was unclear whether that was the case.
10:33. Drop it! Get back. Back up. Drop the knife now! Drop it. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it now. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put it down.
and I'm going to try to keep it.
Put the knife down.
As the standoff continued, Deputy White, backed up by other officers, moved to deploy a taser after several attempts to de-escalate the situation failed. Eventually, with the woman still holding the knife, the taser was used to subdue her, and she was taken into custody.
Put it down. Drop it. Drop the knife. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Make me have to be a killer, and I'm not.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Drop the knife. We just got to drop it. We just got to drop it. No, stop, drop it.
Drop the knife now. Drop the knife.
God damn. So you're all kidnapping me? You got it? Yeah, I know. Put some big put up. But y'all give my family.
Later on, McGowan was transported to the hospital for evaluation and then to the Marion County Jail. If you thought things couldn't get any more chaotic, the next encounter will leave you speechless as police struggle to restrain a determined suspect. On the evening of September 8, 2023, a disturbing scene unfolded at the Comfort Inn that would escalate far beyond anyone's expectations. A woman, wearing nothing but a bathing suit, was causing a ruckus on the second floor of the hotel. Hotel management, fed up with her disruptive behavior, made the call. She needed to be trespassed.
Yes.
Who is it?
Sheriff's office.
Might I ask what the problem is?
Sheriff's office.
I was approached by someone. I would like to know what the problem is. Because I can't even get in my own pool. There was a dog in the parking lot.
Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
You're gonna go to jail if you don't open the door.
If you don't open this, you're gonna go to jail.
I'm going to DFAX, and I'm going to my lawyers. I want you all to calm down for a minute.
Unlock the door,
and I will unlock
please.
it for you.
Okay, go ahead and remove it.
Rather than showing any signs of remorse, she was agitated and confused. The officers were there on official business. They had a job to do, but the woman's emotional state was already spiraling out of control. She claimed that she wasn't even allowed to access the hotel pool and brought up an unrelated issue involving a dog in the parking lot. Her words were jumbled, frantic, a clear indication that this was no ordinary disturbance.
Okay, are you going to arrest me?
Unlock the door.
No. Go get my lawyer.
Okay, now you just added a charge of resisting. Good
No,
job.
I would like to speak with my lawyer. The lady replied through the roof.
Cool. You just got trespass after warning and resisting.
I'm going to leave if it's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
you
on
are
out.
leaving.
Come on out.
Tried to poison me over chlorine. I tried to go there last night to run from the guy that I believe is a pedophile above my head. And then I was refused service at 2 hotels. I've never been in this hotel. I say to myself, I'm going to go
Room
to the pool.
326.
Explore the pool, then go about all this city freaking business that I still have to do because my aunt has just died.
Man, would
So
you
now
unlock the
I
door,
have to try to
please?
make sure.
Her anxiety was palpable. She began to speak about her personal life, the death of her aunt, and ongoing legal disputes. The floodgates opened and her emotional state grew more unstable with each passing second. The officers stood their ground, though, demanding that she open the door.
That my money from my grandfather that she took illegally from me is secure. Is that?
I can't talk to you through the door. Would you unlock the door, please?
I don't want y'all to rush on me.
And we're not going to rush on you. You open the
You guys
door.
just were like, la 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 la.
All right, well, da-la-la-la-la-la, open the
Well,
door.
that's a big deal to some people,
All
okay?
right, well, da-la-la-la-la, open the
Just
door.
like something getting poisoning.
After a tense standoff, the woman finally relented. She unlocked the door, her every movement laced with hesitation and fear. As she opened the door, the confusion on her face was unmistakable. The officers immediately moved to cuff her, placing her face down on the floor, hands behind her back, but even as they secured her, the woman's distress only intensified.
It didn't work. Sir, calm down. I'll give you a second. Just calm
do
down. You don't have to break in the door. Just
Apparently
calm
you
down.
do.
Just chill. I'll open.
Unlock it. There we go.
Look, man, what do you want me to say to you?
Fantastic.
I want to speak with my lawyer.
Okay, you're gonna need a lawyer.
Yes, you do. Sir, chill the fuck out, yo. You are an abomination. And who might y'all be? Age, rank, number, motherfucker. Help me the fuck.
The woman's reaction was immediate, raw, and terrifying. The second the taser's effects took hold, the previously hostile woman seemed to fold into herself, her voice quivering, almost as if the terror of the situation had fully set in. In that moment, the reality of her actions came crashing down, leaving her visibly shaken and overwhelmed.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Yes, sir, I will. I apologize. It's so scary, I don't know what to do.
Face down. Hands behind your back.
Please, I'm not anyone. I'm just someone's daughter lost out here. I mean, shut up. I want to speak to my lawyer. I want to speak to my lawyer from Punta Gorda.
You'll get a chance to do that.
Thank you, sir. I apologize. That was horrible.
As the officers continued to process her, she pleaded for help. Her voice cracked as she spoke about needing to talk to her lawyer, about the overwhelming sense of injustice she felt at the hands of everyone around her. Her cries for legal counsel went unanswered, met only with the cold efficiency of standard police procedure.
So, you will be going to jail today for trespass after warning.
No,
and
I asked her who she was, and she didn't tell me who she was, sir. I'd like for you to rethink it for a moment.
I don't ever think anything.
Can I please go to the BHU and calm down? I finally got my hair untangled, and that's where the judge asked me to go. I had to ask him 3 times for an MHE, not a psych. So I don't know where they were going to put me. If they shaved my head, I was going to freak out.
The situation that night ended with her arrest for trespassing after a warning and resisting arrest. She was taken into custody, still crying out for someone to listen, to understand the whirlwind of emotions she couldn't control. But the officers, following protocol, were resolute.
Can I have a cigarette, please, sir? Why is it my fault?
Stop tensing up.
I want someone to collect my property. Please bring
Stop tensing up.
I have $200 classes on
Stop.
goddamn box so I can get into that fucking
me,
studio.
and you're gonna walk like
and
a
it's
grown-up.
my studio.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir, I do.
You
Yes, sir,
understand
yes, sir. You ask me no, or what you say?
Right.
Can I speak to my lawyer while we're here? My name? How did you say your name? My name? How did I have a me? I'm so sorry. The chlorine scared me. And they've been chasing me back and forth yelling. And then they've been chasing Ty around over that old man. I wouldn't have even seen the husband at all. All I knew was some guy messing with me when I tried to put my lock on my door.
Hey, buddy.
But there's no lock. Please don't see that. I can do it. But so sorry. It's really hard.
You got anything on you or in you or
Never
tucked
have
away?
a baby. We'll see.
Have a seat. That's it.
And I plan to make sure they have enough
still have
money
one in
for
her?
calls,
Yes.
not to be yelled at.
It's right up by the.
The woman was charged with resisting officers without violence and trespass failure to leave property upon order by the owner. You won't believe what happens next when a seemingly routine traffic stop explodes into an out-of-control arrest. On July 16, 2019, Deborah Hamill was pulled over by a Cashian police officer for defective equipment, a traffic violation that usually results in an $80 fine. It begins with a routine traffic stop, but things start to escalate quickly as she refuses to sign the ticket for having the broken taillight.
So what's going on with your truck?
It's been hit, and we're waiting to see if I can't find a bed for it. A short bed. It's drivable.
Yeah, but it's not legal because you got a busted taillight. You got your driver license insurance on you?
I've driven it up here ever since it's been like this.
How long ago has it been like that?
Probably about 6 months.
Oh, okay. Well, you've had plenty of time to get it fixed.
I've driven it up here a lot.
Okay. Well,
I drive to Kingfisher, I drive it to Gaffney, I stay off the interstate.
live here in town?
No, my name's Hamill. I live out on Highway 74.
Hamill, huh?
Yeah.
After answering a few questions, the woman realized that she might be in trouble, so she rolled up her window before driving off, which will be proved as one of her worst decisions ever of her life. Her impulsive attempt to avoid a simple ticket would soon escalate into a full-blown arrest.
You don't want to sign it?
No, because I don't think that I deserve to pay $80 for something that is fixable and I can fix it.
All right.
That's all you want
Go ahead,
to do.
step out of the car.
Why?
Because you're under arrest. Step out. Step out of the vehicle.
No, I'm not.
Step out.
No.
Step out. I'm giving you a lawful order. Step out.
You be fair with me and I'll be fair with you.
Step out.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
I'm placing you under arrest. Step
You
out.
are full of shit because you're not laying under no damn arrest.
Step out.
No, I'm not. No, I am
305,
not.
303. Do not take off.
Shut up and give me that and I'll sign it.
Step out.
No.
We're beyond that.
You want me
Step
to-
out.
When he catches up to her and approaches with a gun drawn to her, things get really ugly, as she refuses to get out of the truck and is pulled out of the vehicle by the officer. Once on the ground, Hamill refused to comply with his commands and was seen kicking the officer, which resulted in her getting tased.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I am not. You better leave me.
Put your hands behind your
Leave
back.
me alone.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Now.
I said leave me alone. I didn't mean it. Leave me alone.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Lay down and put your hands behind your back.
I will stand up.
Now.
I will stand up.
No, you will not. You're going to get it again.
What are you?
Later, she was taken to the police station and was charged with assault and battery on a police officer, resisting an officer and obstructing an officer, eluding an officer, and operating a vehicle with defective equipment. Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, a suspected shoplifter armed with brass knuckles turns a simple arrest into an electrifying struggle. It all started after the woman, who was accused of stealing items from a Walmart, was seen with brass knuckles. An officer worked to try and take her into custody, and a struggle ensued. From the moment officers confronted her, resistance was immediate. The officer commanded her to put her hands behind her back, trying to gain control. But the suspect's response was a mix of panic and defiance. She pleaded frantically, calling for a friend, but help wasn't coming.
I'm going. Can you please stop? Oh, that's my grandma. Please don't break that. Please don't break that. Hey, whoa, I was stopping for you. Put your hands behind your back. Holy shit. Can we, excuse me?
Put your arm behind your back.
I'm trying, but I'm coming on. Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me, somebody needs help. What are you doing? I haven't even left the store. Hold on, my friend's gonna come in here right now. Dude, come in the store, dude. They're fucking crazy. This cop is tackling me.
Every command was met with resistance. Every attempt to secure their hands was turned into a struggle. In the midst of the turmoil, the officers were left with no choice but to deploy the taser. The electric cackle filled the air, followed by a guttural cry of shock and pain. Even after the taser was used, compliance remained fleeting.
I don't need to be tased. Please come in here, dude. They're gonna tase me. Ah! What the fuck, dude? I get t-shirts. What's the matter with you?
Put your arm
I
behind
get
your back.
t-shirts. Stop it. I'm gonna fucking get him a t-shirt. What the fuck? Somebody fucking help me. Somebody fucking help me. Somebody help me.
Put your arm
Please
behind your
fucking
back.
help me. Get him. Ah, I get t-shirts.
You done?
Oh, no. Stop! Somebody help me! You're not gonna touch me! For what? How did I leave? How did I leave? I didn't leave the door. No, my mom is home. My mom is here. Where did it go? Oh, no. No.
The other hand. We're going to tase again. Give me your hand.
Oh my God, please don't get on me. Stop.
Come again.
No. Nobody's gonna help. Stop.
Put your hand behind your back.
Stop. I have seizures, please stop.
Put your hand behind your back.
Seizures. Please stop.
Put your
I have
hand
seizures.
behind your back.
I can't breathe. No, somebody help me! Why don't you go for backup? This is terrible! Somebody help me! Please go! Stop! Let go of me, please! Please let go of me!
Put your hand behind your back.
You're never give me a chance! You're never give me a chance! Somebody please help! How come you're the only officer fighting me? Why is the lady got me?
You're going to get tased. Put your hand behind your back.
Yeah.
Put your other hand. Put your hand behind your back.
Oh, please help me there. Please help me there. Please help me back home. Please help me.
Put your hand behind your back.
Please. Okay. There's a struggle. Please help me. Don't get a knife on us. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Are you done?
Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the person's resistance started to fade, whether from exhaustion or the realization that there was no escaping this arrest. With one final burst of energy, they let out a scream of frustration, but the fight was over.
Okay, you ready? Let's stand up. You done? Sit, let's sit you up. Running.
The woman, identified as Kadra Wazwaz, is facing a number of charges, including 2 counts of shoplifting, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and 1 count of resisting arrest. From reckless drivers and armed suspects to unpredictable showdowns, these cases prove one thing: when you challenge the law, reality hits fast and hard. Some thought they could outsmart the cops, others believed resistance would set them free, but they all learned otherwise, the electrifying way. Stay tuned for more jaw-dropping encounters, shocking takedowns, and unforgettable moments where law meets defiance. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next.